Hello everybody and welcome to We Never Learn Season 2, Episode 8. Are we on 8? That's quite near the end actually. Episode 8, Anime Review. After last week I complained that we had too much Ogata. This week was the Takamoto show. The, what's her name? Uruka? I'm still going to call her Takamoto because that's what I've been calling her for all the episodes. And it's going to be weird if I change, so I'm just going to stick with it. Yeah, this was the Takamoto show. She actually got more to her. She got plot progression, which is not something that's happened too often in this show, which is fine. It's not supposed to. It's a slice of life-ish, slice of life harem high school show. They very rarely do have plot progression, but it's nice to have a little bit, at least for her. There was also a bit with Furuhashi at the end. Also, we saw Sensei in a swimsuit. I think that's all the highlights. But anyway, let's crack on. We saw her without any clothes on as well in the shower, and there was soap bubbles that were very conveniently placed. I derailed myself for that. Let's get into the episode, see what happened and everything. Let's do this. So the first half feels sorry, I'm completely bollocks that. I'm going to keep it in though. Begins with we learning that Yuiga is going to fail PE, and I was like, oh no, PE. But then he was like, that's not going to affect my recommendation, is it? I'm like, why would it really, though? I mean, apparently it will, but it's PE. And if anyone's ever super sporty, that's fair enough. But if your recommendation is for the studious subjects, PE shouldn't really affect it. IMO. Like, if people... I sucked at PE, obviously, you can tell by looking at me. But, yeah, I don't get what... They're not the same skills, so why would they be part of the same package, if that makes any sense whatsoever? I hope it does. But turns out he needs to learn how to swim better is what we're going to start with. So you can see where it's going. Yeah, so we go to where we go, which is the pool. Takamoto's in a swimsuit. Hey ho. She sees Yuiga to the corner being tutored by the teacher, not Kirisu sensei, just another teacher. She probably has a name. I didn't write down her name. I don't even know her name. So yeah, she's not my that's not my sensei. Yeah, Takamoto gets enlisted to help out with Yuiga's thing, so that goes on. Kirisu sensei then gets rid of the other teacher because she's like, go do your paperwork. And then she gets enlisted to help out with the swimming. Takamoto is not a good teacher for Yuiga. Let's remember, she's like, go vroom, zip, turn around, vroom, zip again. And he's like, I don't get it. And he sinks. How do you sink with one of them pads, those kick pads? Like, they float, don't they? I don't remember. I've not used one since I was about 6. Sorry, Yuiga. Sensei gets in the water to help better, and she speaks really scientifically. She's like, as long as you're holding my hands or whatever, you'll float. You won't sink. And it was like, I was just sitting there thinking, like, I know she's talking about floating in the water and swimming, but it could, like, it sounds like a super inspirational, like, I love you speech. And I'm like, Sensei's the best. She just is. But yeah, then he swims a little bit by, taking her advice or whatever, and he's like, hey, and she's like, okay, cool. Hands off to Uruka. Uruka? I just said I wasn't going to call her that, and now I'm doing it. Whatever, I'll alternate. It won't be annoying, I promise. Yeah, hands off to Takamoto, who then does a bit with him as well. Later on, though, let's get to what we came here for. It's the shower scene. Yeah, those are some conveniently placed bubbles. I want to know if anyone's ever had bubbles just appear like that in real life. Like, not they put the bubbles there because that's cheating, but they just happen to be there, Yeah, that happens, and then she makes conversation with Sensei in the shower because obviously remember Sensei did figure skating, so they're sort of bonding. And she basically says, "Stop it! You're allowed to be nervous, but just go have fun and win at the swimming thing." Because Uruka's nervous because everyone's counting on her and all that, the pressure and all that. And yeah, it makes sense. And Sensei gives good advice despite her bad rep she gets from the students. I think the students are mean to her and they should be nicer because she's done nothing but support them. She didn't support the other two, but who cares about them? She's great. Sensei number 1. Can you tell who my best girl is yet? If you squint, you might be able to tell. But yeah. Later on, Takamoto's at the thing and she swims, but we don't get to see the result because swimming, that costs animation money and we don't have that kind of animation money. We'll tell you the result though after the break. So make sure you stick around through the ad breaks for KFC, Burger King, and McDonald's, all in one package. What am I talking about? I have no idea. It has no. Second half, let's go. So it turns out that she won, hooray! And she has to get up in assembly in front of the whole school for the principal to be like, she did good, clap for her. Yeah, I never had that at school, obviously. Well, no, we had it, but I never went up because I didn't do anything. So I was not good for the school. But yeah, people. I used to always think like, you must be so nervous up there in front of everyone. Everyone's staring at you and judging you for your achievement. I mean, it's a good achievement. It's an achievement, so it's good. But yeah, I could never do it. I'm a bit of a anti-crowd person. Yeah, but then after that, principal, who looks like a creepy asshole, by the way, with his weird hair and his mustache, not a fan. He basically like, hey, do you want to study abroad? And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, just think about it. And it's like, okay, that's the plot for this half. She's been asked to study abroad. She's out of it later when she's studying. Furuhashi grabs her and basically says, hey, what's up? And Takamoto asks about long distance relationships because, you know, that's what they're going on. Despite the fact they're not together yet, let's not forget that. Furuhashi's like, yeah, it's probably not going to work if you're in another country. Just flat out says it. I don't really have an opinion. I don't have no experience with that long distance stuff. Yeah, and then that makes Takamoto sad. And then Yuiga arrives a bit after that. Takamoto hides under the table because she's, I don't know, she's Takamoto. I've got to flip and go through it now. I've lost my place in my notes. That's not helpful. Yuiga thinks Takamoto's amazing. He's like, I'm helping her. That's great. And then he's like, do you think she's going out with someone? Because she won't talk to me no more. And then, you know, that's a bit frustrating. The table bangs because Takamoto's so annoyed. Furuhashi's like, no, she isn't. Furuhashi asks him how he wants things to be, and he says, I've got to find it down in my notes. He wants her to be happy, but he would miss her a little bit, which, you know, is basically what she said at an earlier point. So, you know, just get together. I don't actually know. I like Sensei more. Be friends forever. There's my advice for them. Yeah, and then he leaves because there's a sale on, which, you know, that's anime character 101. His sales are good. Takamoto overheated under the table. Furuhashi on her way back runs back to Yuiga and basically says, hey, Takamoto liking someone, that bit was a lie, figure it out, the rest of it yourself. And it's like, okay. Furuhashi decided, yeah, she will study abroad. Don't tell Yuiga because she wants everything to be normal. And I'm like, yeah, fine, Furuhashi, you all right. Post-credits scene, she says to the others, I'm going to get serious about studying so I can speak English and all that. And Yuiga broke down in tears because she's like, she's finally studying. Haha. Yeah, that was the end of the episode. I enjoyed it, but yeah, no, but I just enjoyed it. You know, I say every week, it's a bit hard for me to talk about this show because there is no theorizing to be done. It is a slice of life, ecchi, whatever show. But we saw Sensei in a swimsuit, so can't complain. Can you complain? Because I'm not complaining. The Takamoto stuff getting some actual character development, that was nice. You know, feels like it's been a while since that's happened. Hopefully, I mean, the next episode had a part 1 in the title, which is a big deal because, you know, if it's got a part, that means it's a long overarching thing. Maybe Furuhashi will realise she likes him finally. That'll be a good thing to happen sooner rather than later. Although I've got a feeling that might be what we're ending the season with because she's still not even in denial. I don't even think she realises yet. But yeah, really, I am curious to see what they do with here. Eventually, obviously, the main cast is going to find out about the travelling abroad thing. I don't think that's going to happen this season. So manga readers probably know. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if it's a bit short, and I feel like it is. I will see you next week for another episode of this. I haven't even done the rest of my thing. Subscribe and stuff for more if you enjoyed this review. Usually they're a bit longer, I think, but this, I feel like, I don't know, this one feels a bit short. If you did enjoy it, subscribe as I said, like and comment because YouTube likes it when you get bigger numbers, so give me big numbers, all you peoples. I will see you next week for another episode of this, as I've been saying like 3 times now. And bye guys.